Holy melt, boys. Holy melt. I was anticipating a little bullish bounce from this overnight value area low previous day point of control area, but we did not get it. Absolutely melting off a cliff. Humongous seller there, 727. If we do break below the previous day value area low convincingly, then we might actually have to look for a short, honestly. But anyway, good morning. Squid, Hammertop, Andy, Airship, Diggy, Loyal, Dejan, morning all. Let's see if we can't figure something out today. I was going back over that trade I took yesterday, not the first one, but the second one, and I kind of really probably shouldn't have been taking that, honestly. In hindsight. Hindsight is, of course, king, but yeah, I feel like seeing the bubble there kind of prompted me. If I was being a bit more adept with the CVD and reading the CVD, I probably shouldn't have taken that trade yesterday. But we move. Another day, another chance to not fuck up in the market. Morning Leaf. Sri Lanka. I really want to go to Sri Lanka. You've got a beautiful country. I want to go there to surf. Next time I'm over on that side of the world, I may have to pop over to Sri Lanka. What's the, you might know, Diggy, what is the sort of kind of surf town in Sri Lanka that's a bit like nomady, a bit touristy, but I can't remember the name of it, but if I see it written, I might remember it. I was looking at it when I was last there. Morning, Daz. Morning, Mr. God of War. I took the stack levels, expecting the bounce. Shame I had a small bounce, just not the 5 points. Yeah, when I saw this big bio, Daz, I'm assuming this is what you mean at 937. I was thinking like, oh, is this going to be the start of the bounce up? It's a very, very good area. We had big trades come in, wicked away initially from the overnight value area low, previous day point of control. Perfect framework there. But yeah, sellers said, nah, get fucked. That's why I'm always a little hesitant, especially around the open. A lot of traders, sort of like order flowy traders, will pass on the first 15 minutes of market open. Obviously, like you guys know, I pass on the first half an hour because I want to wait for my developing profile to develop meaningfully. But yeah, I think if you're not going to wait until 10, at least wait until 9:45. Like in most scenarios, anyway. Have I tried NQ? Not with volume profile and like order flow. I'm sure it would work. Obviously, it's just a bit fast. ES is a bit more chill, which I prefer. I used to trade NQ. Oh, this has come loose on my desk. Oh no, it hasn't. I just need to push it back there. That's my knee that is poking the wrap on my desk. What was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Morning, Gordon. Yeah, I used to trade ICT on NQ. When I swapped to volume profile, I swapped to ES. Brandon, you and Mr. God of War are so cute. The way you came into the chat and just said morning specifically to Mr. God of War and then morning to everyone else. You two need to get a room, honestly. Okay, we are actually getting some initial absorption as we approach the previous day value area low. This is interesting. You can see price not getting anywhere, but sellers are definitely trying, so they're getting absorbed. You can also tell that from looking at the big trades. One thing that I'm kind of trying to force myself to do with CVD, because I noticed that I definitely talk myself into trades sometimes because of the CVD, but I only look at one side of it. Like yesterday, I was just completely blind to the fact that the highs weren't lining up for a bullish move for my second trade yesterday, and I can't remember who it was. Someone called me out on it and was like, would this not be a bearish signal? And they were absolutely right. But yeah, it's kind of, I just kind of like marry the long bias, and then I kind of get like headlights, and that's obviously bad. We don't want that. So one way to combat that, which I'm going to start trying to like remind myself to do, is to only really look and compare highs when we're come on, get my words out. When we are in an uptrend, I'm going to focus mainly on the highs, and vice versa. When we're in a downtrend, I'm going to focus mainly on the lows as far as comparing them to the CVD. Because like right now, you can see we have a divergence on the CVD in the fact that this is probably going to break that high, and the CVD is way off. So that would indicate a bearish divergence, but we're in a downtrend. So really you want to pay more attention to the fact that these lows here got lots of sellers trapped and absorbed down there. So this is the more important signal really in this price leg, because yes, this could continue down, but it's clearly going to struggle when it gets down here. So that's something I'm trying to pay attention to. I'm well aware of gamma exposure, DeBoss, and all the option flow stuff. I do agree it's cool, very cool, very interesting stuff. I just personally don't feel the need to add it, but I do. If you like it, then good for you. I encourage you to use it if you like it, because it is very powerful. Me personally, like I said, I don't really feel the need to add. So this is potentially looking like the reversal that I was anticipating, just a bit deeper. It's got a bit deeper into this previous day value area low. We can see an enormous amount of sellers got absorbed down here. But the CVD, there isn't much aggression to the upside yet, so I'll have to see. This isn't like an outright reversal. It's got initial signs of it, but I'll be more confident once we can break sort of back above previous day point of control, back above previous day value area high, ideally, honestly. That could make for a nice long if we got back above the previous day value area high and this node sort of up above previous day value area high up here, and then retrace and go up there. But until that, I'll probably just keep thinking this is going to continue to lower. Or even just go into a range here. CVD is going pretty flat, so there's not much aggression to the downside. Or there was aggression to the downside. It stalled. There was a passive participant down here, but now there's also not much aggression to the upside. Morning, Jose. Any giveies today? Yep. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway today. Every day this week. One giveaway. One Lucid Flex 50k account is going out to some lucky boy. Previous day value area high seems a good short. Nah, I wouldn't like that. Just because look, if you short from previous day value area, who said that? Andre. If you short from previous day value area high, where are you going to target? Like, realistically, your only real target is POC, because it could very easily just consolidate up there. If you were going to target previous day, if you're going to enter on previous day value area high and target like previous day point of control, yes, it could work, but like your if we get up to previous day value area high, like the most likely thing is it's probably just going to consolidate around the POC, if not break higher, since it's gone through all this volume here. So if it just peaks up into this low volume area above it, then it could very easily just accelerate higher. That's why I wouldn't like the short from previous day value area high right now. I would not like that. Bit of a deciding area, really, between previous day point of control, previous day value area low right now. I can't even wish the homies good morning. Before you know it, we can't even brush the homies' teeth together, honestly. What's the world come to? Morning, Robert. Short of overnight value area low, previous day point of control. I like that more. Also, the fact that we've got absorbed buyers at the top there, it's nice, and clearly no aggression. So I do like that. Right now, I'm just sitting still for now because it doesn't look super clear to me. Because obviously we had signs of reversal down here. So while it does look good here, it's tricky. I would guess that this is more likely to go up, honestly, if I'm being honest. But I'm not confident enough to take anything. Let's see. Again, delta going pretty flat here, so really it's just kind of just giving signs of consolidation to me between these two areas. So I'm probably not going to take anything until we get outside of either the high or the low of that area. What's my delay? I have it set to like 5 seconds, but on the actual YouTube stream latency, it's set as normal. So that will be why it's extra. If I put it as like... Do you know what I should do? I should change that to like low latency. Because yeah, it turns out to be like sort of a 25-30 second delay in actuality, as far as I can tell. But I have OBS set to like 5 second delay, and then yeah, I have the normal latency on the actual stream, so that's probably what causes the longer delay. I'll try out low latency tomorrow, see how much of a difference that makes. On YouTube Live, yeah, it's normal. How do you get your CVD centered in its window? Mine is always stuck in weird parts of the screen and distorted. I make sure auto scale's on. That's kind of most of the things that fix it. Auto scale. I make sure I have that on. And then I just kind of squeeze it in. Like if I turn auto scale off, it's probably going to jump all over the place. And if I like zoom out a bit, I can't really get it to move anywhere. Zooming out just deleted it. But yeah, auto scale and just fiddling around with the axes on it. Whoever said that? Who said that? Leaf. Yeah, auto scale and then just kind of messing around with the axes, getting it dead wide. And only including like what you want to see. If you see how if I go back here, it's gonna squeeze all this in from the yesterday, which obviously I don't want, so I just move it here, and then auto scale kind of helps figure stuff out. I only really want like that in there really now. D-Chan, get out of here. You don't want to be taking signals off me lately, gosh. If you can go back in time and take signals off me in April, then feel free to do so, and also lend me your time machine when you get a second. But yeah, I wouldn't be taking signals off me right now. I'm in a bit of a rut. I'm in a bit of a rough patch this last like week or so, week and a half. I'm no longer the 91% trader that I used to be. No worries, Leaf. How's my day going? My day's going pretty good. Not done a whole lot. It's still hot in the UK, so it's cooling down though, thank God. Again, more divergences at the highs here, so we'll see if it's going to break out or not. Previous day point control seems off. Just check it again, and mine is 7532.5. Let's go have a look. No, I think mine's right. 36.5, yeah. That one you saw me click on them was historical minute bars. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be hammer top. Mine's definitely where it should be, 36.5. Anyone else? Anyone else with the same issue? Ooh, we're breaking out. Let's get rid of these boxes. Only trade ES, yeah. Focus on current day levels. Not necessarily. What do you mean by current day? I focus on a combination of levels. So like today, my focus is probably going to be on these previous day levels. So they're from the yesterday's regular trading hours session. And then I'll combine them sort of with this developing volume profile. Let's get my entries. Let's see what happens at this previous day value or high. I want to see this push. CVD is looking strong. Everything's looking nice for a long off of this previous day value area high. ATR is 4.2. So if we have sort of a could actually get away with having a pretty wide stop here. That's like an 8-point stop. 8.5. Which is actually like relatively fine. All things considered. Let's see. I want to see more than just being a little bit more well behaved with regards to my sort of break and retest entries, because this does look real nice. But I'll wait for some clear breakout, not just one single candle. What was it, Daz? I'm curious. I logged into my Mac account on a Windows laptop and everything was... Ah, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Do you know if we can set specific time ranges for volume profiles and save them? I'm not sure, Jose. I do have in the Discord, Jose, there is a video going over how I do the weekly profile where you don't have to draw it, but you could also do that for the daily, to be honest. Okay, let's watch this here. This is the initial test of breaking out of yesterday's value. We're at VWAP. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be, hammer top. Sorry. Big difference between current ES and MES at the minute. Yeah, that's why I only chart ES. Testing VWAP, could see a reversal. Good to know, good to know. Curious to see whether this trade idea plays out without me sort of like, without me entering on it just yet. Big buyer. Is that a big buyer? Does that say 714 or 114? I actually can't tell. Or does it say 414? It says 114. There you go. So a battle going on there at the highs between the buyers and sellers. If the buyers can win that, honestly, then I will probably go ahead and place this order. So if we can sort of get sort of into this like 50s area. Potentially could hold this as well. If it, okay, sellers won that. So that wouldn't be looking good if I was in that long. This is good. We're making progress. Yesterday, the version of me would have probably already taken this and right now be underwater. I mean, it could play out still, obviously, but I would not feel comfortable after seeing buyers get absorbed and sellers spiking it down there. Well, let's see. Maybe they close it fairly... I mean, if that closes red, it's not a good sign. Especially if it closes strong to the downside. That's fairly strong. Yeah, I would definitely not feel comfortable in that long. Tish, yesterday's giveaway winner, has entered the chat to win yet another account. It was so funny, Tish. I realised yesterday you put a comment that was something along the lines of like, oh, all these extra viewers in here reducing my chances of winning the giveaway, and then you just went ahead and won it. It's quite funny. I don't use VWAP, no. It's a very good indicator though, so if you feel like you want to use it, I would definitely recommend it. It's a very solid institutional level. Personally, I don't use it. I don't want to add one more complication to my chart. I'm happy with at some point, like the amount of stuff you add to your chart, there's like diminishing returns, if that makes sense. In my opinion, diminishing returns, and it'll just cause, like, the more things you add, the more likely you are to have like analysis paralysis, like information overload. Obviously my turn to win the giveaway. Celebs absorbed and previous day very high, full put longs. Not just yet, because we've got buyers absorbed right at the top there. Sellers are trying to push this though, so there is absorption going on right at the high. As in absorption of the sellers. You can see that CVD is dropping here. Whoa! What just happened? What news? What news was it? 1,000 contracts, by the way. Was that even news, or was that genuinely just someone slamming their peen on the market? I'm checking news. I'm not seeing any news. I think that was genuinely just a big dick slam of them onto the market from some billionaire, trillionaire. Elon Musk just full ported shorts. I'm refreshing financial juice on my phone. Not seeing anything. Holy short full port. Okay, well, there goes the long idea. You shorted previous day value area high in Q? Nice. Let him cook. That is indeed the Drake candle. Might as well short, follow the big money. Not wrong. It'll be interesting to see what happens if we test this big schlong order. That was one big institution or something. 1,000. Because I'm using market by order data for big trades. So this is one single participant just slammed one hell of a position short. See if it rejects from that area where they full ported short. Slamming peen. It's becoming a pretty balanced profile really right now. If POC can shift down here, I would honestly take a short from sort of the previous day value area high. If POC can shift down to like, if it can overlap with yesterday's point of control too, oh, that'd be a clean short from previous day value area high. And it may very well could do that. Like, look, it's very close. There you go. Okay. If this starts coming back up here, I'm 100% taking that. Sort of like a 5-point stop. Yeah, I'll do 5-point stop. Target the POC. Yeah, that'll be a super clean trade. Super clean. I don't like the fact that it's 8 micros. It always does my head in. Or if I just heighten it a bit or something, there's no point. I'll just do it. Super clean reaction off those big sellers, by the way. Those ginormous sellers. Super clean. Part of me wants to I'll just target like previous day point of control. I mean, it makes sense. To reset my position bracket really quickly if I can. Oh, there goes my water bottle. First white name guy I've seen his name Kai. Kai's actually my middle name, so I'm not completely there. I know a white guy called Kai. Nice, Jake. Don't forget to mark IB levels. Yeah, very good point, actually. Very good point. Like 16 minutes till initial balance is actually set. Feeling good about this short if we can get it. It's looking pretty likely. We'll go to break even sort of 38.50. Yeah, I like that. We'll draw a line there actually. If we get to 38.50 down there, that'll be the break even point. Whoa. Same area where these sellers were. Getting a little bit animated here. A little bit jumpy. Personal preference, Stanley. Personal preference. No inherent, like, ES is better, guys. Purely personal preference. I would probably trade NQ if I was an overnight trader, similar to Cami. Since, obviously, the overnight is a bit slower, so then, like, NQ kind of makes a bit more sense. But for the New York AM session, NQ is a wild boy. I just like ES. I like it a lot. Looking like we take out the high. Hope not. It's a pretty even market, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this just revert back to the mean. It's a balanced day. We're inside previous day's value area, so it's given all the signs of balance, which is French for balance, if you didn't know. I hope POC doesn't shift back up there. That would be annoying. I wouldn't mind so much because, like, I'm targeting previous day point of control, which isn't going to move, obviously, and, like, it's a pretty close call. Like, they're both very, obviously, traded active price levels, these two nodes. Yeah. What's the minimum risk to reward ratio? I take a minimum risk to minimum risk to reward for me is like 0.6, 0.65. Let's see if we get filled here. There we go, filled. I just shit myself. I thought I was in on the mini or something for a second. 3,650. Please don't beat my ass. Don't do it. God, not a schlong candle. Not the schlong. Facts, man's tube. 71 people watching, only 13 likes. Sounds like no one wants the giveaway. Oh my god, not the schlong candle, please. Please. Not the schlong. Ah. Get away. ES really doesn't like me. I might have to switch to NQ. ES is being mean. We did get absorbed buyers and strong sellers at this exact level earlier, so maybe we can defend this level. We shall see. My stop is a little bit tight as far as the ATR is concerned, but it was more so me thinking, like, well, I'm playing mean reversion plays. When you're playing mean reversion plays, it's kind of like you put your stop to a certain point, and there's not much point really widening it, like, much more than that, because, like, if it's breaking out the range, it's breaking out the range. Like, it's going to get you regardless. So... I feel like that position isn't drawn exactly right, by the way, either. There we go. Tested the overnight point control, yeah. Yep. Hope this isn't the breakout, though. That'd be a shame. Need them big dick sellers to come back. How do I find levels? I've got a video on it. All on the channel. Why not using totals in the volume imprint? See delta. I don't really mess around with delta too much. Like the CVD shows me delta. I don't really mess around with like delta at price. Just not something I really like personally. I do see the value in it, obviously, but for me personally, I'm not massively bothered about seeing the delta at price. CVD is enough for me. Yeah, it's been a difficult market, real difficult. It's been a pain in the ass. Took the overnight value area low, break and retest. Oh, wow, nice. Exhaustion of buyers on the CVD. Yeah. For sure. Whether it's going to hold, though, that's the question. We're clearly getting, like, there's clearly some passive participant here that's absorbing us. So hopefully they can keep absorbing. Because, like, look at price here. Price is stalling. Ah, and see, now it's going to break through right as I talk about it. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. Down, boy. Down. Down. The flush. Uh-oh, not the buyers reloading at POC. Out the way, buyers. Kai's in a short. Out the way. Shit. POC moved, which is a pain. I am going to lower the risk to, like, where that high was, or just above it. Take, like, $40 risk off. Because I feel like this should go to target now, really. Like, that was such an aggressive candle. Buyers got absorbed there as well, so that's nice. Nice little bonus. Hopefully this doesn't go all the way back up. Like I say, my risk is slightly lower now on the trade. We're only risking $160 to make 280. I would like to go to break even. Fucking buyers reloading, man. Cheat. It's the KAICAP all rubbing off on me. I mean, come on, those buyers tried and got steamrolled. Why more buyers trying? Like, just step outside. Step aside. Kai's in the short. Move out the way. There we go. More buyers getting absorbed. What's that level? Sort of 5. Okay. Yeah, so 43 would be break even. Get down to this area, 39. Literally break the low that it's just put in. I'll move stop to 43. I'm sweating right now, but it's partly because it's hot. If this comes back and knocks out that high, like, oh, really? Clearly some passive. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go to 43, break even on that bitch. Can't lose. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, get down there. If I get another break even, I swear to God. News? Really? Was that news? Checking financial juice. Oh, yeah, there was news. Kai Capital, the profitable news trader. The British sniper. White House on X indirectly denies the Iran state media report about the draft. Okay, interesting. Come on. Down to, what's this level? 3650? There we go, that should do it. Oh, not the one tick tickle, no! No! The one tick! The one tick tickle! There we go. Dub! Double Hughes in the chat. Double Hughes, $270 on that after commissions. Double Hue in the chat, boys. Let's do a giveaway. Beautiful trade. That's how it's done. That was a nice risk to reward too. What was that, like 1 to 1.4? Yeah, that's a solid risk to reward for me. Especially on a mean reversion trade. Those are the ones that typically have a lower risk to reward. Solid, solid, solid. I want to redo that screenshot. Solid, solid, solid. Good gambling, I liked it. Yeah, pro gambler, Kai Capital. Professional gambler. Catch me in the casinos. I go crazy on roulette. I don't go crazy on roulette at all. I've only played roulette, and I've only been in a casino once when I was in Australia for some fun with the boys. And I lost about 50 quid. $50, whatever that is. I was not, like, seriously betting, but my friend who I was there with at the time, actually, he took, I can't remember exactly what, but I'm sure he turned something like, and I'm not exaggerating here, he genuinely turned, like, 50 Aussie dollars, like 100 Aussie dollars, something like that, into, like, 2,000 Aussie dollars by playing purely roulette and just purely picking black or red, and just kept full, he's a professional full porter. Professional full porter. Goon into this trade later. Oh yeah. Goon into this trade. Group session goon. Boys, group session goon to that trade later in the Discord. Appreciate it, ABC Futures. GG, boys, GG. Previous day value high to current week value area low. Let's go. Damn, Jake, you're going for that big boy trade. Where's your previous week value area low on NQ? 140 points away, okay. Was I an OG Fortnite player? Of course I was an OG Fortnite player. What did you take me for? I was an OG Rocket League player. I was an OG Fortnite player. I was an OG Ark Survival Evolved player. You name it, I was an OG. What do you guys know about Ark Survival Evolved? That's what I'm trying to find out. Right, giveaway time, giveaway time, giveaway time. Load up Nightbot. Come on, Nightbot, load. Cat with the guns out. It's hot, man. You guys are lucky I'm not doing a naked stream, naked oiled up stream. Why did I exit? Because it hit my target. Why else would I exit? I'm not just gonna hold it until it comes back. I don't know how far it's gonna go. I set my target and I take my profit at my target. I keep seeing who is it? Casper SMC say like the trick to trading is just to just not have a TP. I mean, like, it does kind of low-key make sense, but also just like, nah, come on. No volume, it should just drop. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Once I saw some buyers come in, I just took it off. Ah, damn. Oh, yeah, you gotta hold Daz. That's why you have to like size up enough so that you can hit the minimum winning day. Because then it's just like annoying. Unless like obviously you're in it for the long game, like you're gonna take more a larger payout, then obviously you're gonna hit the minimum winning days eventually. Wait till we're 1,000 viewers. Yeah, exactly. God of War, exactly. How's the weather in London? I'm nowhere near London, so I would not know. The UK is bigger than just London, guys. Let's goon together. You know what? That's going to be the keyword. The keyword's going to be goon. I've not said it yet, though, so don't stop spamming goon in the chat. Alright, I want to record this on my Instagram. This is going on the Instagram story. Okay, boys, you can start spamming goon in the chat to get yourselves a lovely Lucid Flex eval. 50k Lucid Flex eval. Spam goon in the chat. Where's my camera? Keyword is goon. G-O-O-N. Goon. Say hi to the Instagram story as well. Goon to the Instagram story. Right, boys. We are hitting W's and we are gooning. Everyone in the chat is gooning right now for a Lucid Flex eval. If you aren't in the KAICAP streams, then what are you doing? We literally just shorted like high of the day. And then the entire chat proceeds to just goon. Gooning to the shorts. Holy goon. Let me, I'll tell you what I will do also. Let me pull this up here. Here we go. So you can see all the participants in the giveaway. I'll just scroll through it slowly until we get to the bottom. So you guys can all make sure that you're actually in there. You're not getting scammed. You are genuinely gooning for a Lucid Flex eval. This feels like a humiliation ritual. This feels like therapy, honestly. All the boys just gooning together for an eval. What more could you want? Interesting, we reacted from this area where we got all these absorb sellers before. Wow, another big spike down there. Interesting we reacted here. Like I say, this is a balanced profile. Like, we're in a very balanced market today. Even though it's a bit spiky in between, it's definitely a balanced day at the minute. Obviously, we're inside yesterday's value, and then every time we, like, look at this. Every time we get to the edges, bang, react, bang, react, bang, react. Revert to the mean, revert to the mean, revert to the goon. Eval cult. Eval goon cult. Whoa! Big spike. Is that news? I've had to check for news 3 times today. That wasn't news. Market's just going crazy today. Just going absolutely crazy. Just doing tricks on it. I've got 85 concurrent viewers and 77 people in the giveaway. We'll get this to 80 people in there, and then we'll hit it. We'll hit the giveaway button. So there's about 10 people in the stream right now that haven't typed goon in the chat. So clearly they don't want this eval bad enough. Doesn't matter, Edge. Doesn't matter. Either works. Also, before I forget, let me go ahead and get my Instagram link so I can share that in the chat. Because if you boys aren't following the Instagram and you aren't in my Discord, well, or you aren't in my Discord, then I am going to struggle to contact you to send you your eval code if you do win. So here is my Instagram link for the Kai Capital Instagram. Feel free to go drop that a follow. I will do post on there occasionally. I need to get good. I need to get better posting on there though, to be honest. But yeah, if you're not in the Discord and you do have Instagram, then I suggest you drop a follow so I can easily message you with your code if you do indeed win. Anyway, good luck to all. We're now at 86 people in the giveaway, so we may as well hit it. Good luck to all you Gooners. I love you all, boys. And the winner today, also, by the way, if you don't, before I'm going to tease you, boys. Francois, I see you jumping in there at the very last moment. If you don't win today, then do not worry. We've got 2 more days this week. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow and the same thing on Friday. So we've got 2 more accounts to give away after today. We do this at the end of every month. Here on the Kai Capital channel, we have a giveaway week where every single day in the last week of the month, we will do giveaways. Anyway, good luck to you all. The winner of today's Lucid Flex 50k evaluation is... Boom! I have no idea how to say your name. Tovino fan. Congratulations. Congratulations. Waiting to see you in the chat. God, I'm literally dripping in sweat. Where are you at, Tovino? Hope I'm saying your name right. Tovino, where are you? You've won a Lucid Flex 50k account. Appreciate that, Marshall. Marshall Trades. Give it to me, I'm his friend. Here he is, there he is. Tovino, Instagram or Discord? Instagram or Discord, my friend. Message me on either. Shared my Instagram in the link. Scroll up if you don't have it. I'm actually dripping in sweat. Instagram, no worries. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll sit here and wait for it just to make sure that I've got it. And then I will get your code to you right after the stream. Like I said, I shared my Instagram in the chat just above. I'll share it one more time in case you missed it. Shoot me a DM there, Tovino, and I shall get your code across to you. And if you're a Tovino imposter, then the Lord will smite you. The Lord Almighty Gooner will smite you. Am I up this week because of that trade? Not sure, actually. Good question. Yeah, I will be, I think. We didn't trade on... Yeah, I will be. We didn't trade on Monday because bank holiday, and then we had a break even, and then a loss. So I was down like $160, I think, yesterday. And then 270 after today on that account, so 110 on the week. God, I'm actually boiling. I'll message you. I want that account. No worries. No worries. I'll just sit and wait to get a DM off you. Let me know when you've sent a DM across, Tovino. I didn't want to be a gooner anyway. By the way, we got that enormous sell-off and the exact same thing happened. Just reverting to the mean, reverting to the mean, reverting to the mean. Balanced day. It's a 50k, Tovino. 50k Lucid Flex eval. Yeah, at least you won, Jake. Exactly. No, not May or whatever. Brandon, I don't know what you're talking about. You and Mr. God of War going together. Can you day trade futures, or does it have to be scalping? No, you can day trade. You can day trade futures. I mean, with prop firm. You can't swing trade, like, you can't hold positions overnight with a lot of prop firms, but you can just intraday trade. I message you on Instagram. Let me make sure I've got your DM. I got you. I got you. Okay, I'll get the code sent to you right after the stream, Tovino. Congratulations. IB is ready? Yeah, IB is set, yeah. Down here and up there. We'll watch this for another like 20 minutes. Maybe I'll take another trade since it does seem quite the day for it. I will jump onto a different account though, because I actually POC is right there, so that's a bit annoying. Part of me wants to just short the fucking initial balance high up there, honestly. Part of me wants to just short that with a 5-point start. Target the actual POC of the session. That honestly looks perfect. I'm going to do that on this other account. Because if we can get up there. This is on a different account now. If it gets up there, I will short that. God, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. What is IB? Initial balance. It's seemingly rejecting from the previous day value area high though, which makes sense also. Literally, look at that, by the way. That's probably going to play out exactly the same as the other trade. If not, well, it'll play out much cleaner. But, wow, yeah, there you go. Revert. It hits the extreme, reverts to the mean. Very, very day. Very, very, very day. Very, very good day. Yeah, I've got the message, Tovino. I'll send you the code right after the stream. Definitely a seller there. Yeah, 100%. 100%. IB is irritable bowel syndrome. No, if I take another trade, I will also switch God of War. That's just to protect the winning day, though. I still go back to the... I go back to the account that I was just on. Like, tomorrow, I'll still be on that account. But, yeah, because I took a winning trade on that first account, I don't really want to risk losing the winning day, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm now swapping. But win or lose on this trade, I will go back to the one I was just on yesterday. It's like a little bit messy, but it works. Yeah, this is an awesome day for volume profile trading. Just literally just fading the extremes. Sitting on my hands, it looks like we are now looking for higher highs after taking some sell side liquidity. I disagree, Jose. I kindly disagree. I'm going to leave this until like sort of 11. If we can get filled on that in the next 15 minutes, I'll take it. If not, I'm going to scoot off to the gym. I'm going to scoot off to get some food, and then I'm going to go scoot off to the gym. Might need to scoot off to a fucking pool, though. God damn. Oh, see, now I want to take that previous day value area high short again, even though initial balance is there. probably not a great idea, really, is it? I should just be... I should just take my initial balance short or nothing, since that's the cleanest entry. Yeah, mean reversions are the play for sure in this market. Just literally just mean reversion trades until proven wrong, really. So what I might do, I might short from the bottom as well. If it gets down to the bottom, so like initial balance high or initial balance low, I'll short either of them with a 5-point stop. Initial balance low I actually kind of prefer, just because it's got the previous day value area low there, which is nice. And I'll literally just take a 1-to-1 from the bottom. This is where we do the dance of like cancelling this order and putting this order in until one of them gets filled. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Average range of the average true range of the last 14 candles. You could make it like more or less candles. You can see up there, mine's an ATR 14, which is the default that like most people will use for an ATR. Morning, Vent, you ready? IBL fade looking good. Yeah, if it gets down there, I will prefer that trade, but I'll take either of these. Either the fade the initial balance high or fade the initial balance low, honestly. Because the initial balance high, while it does have the overnight point of control there, and it still has like the drop off in volume, like exact same sort of narrative as the fade from the lows. So I'll take either, but yeah, I do prefer the low fade, just because that previous day value area low is yet to actually be tested, so it's probably going to offer a pretty clean reaction. Alpha Trader is a dog shit, daily loss limit without even trading. Is that on Alpha Trader? If so, I wouldn't worry. Oh wait, yeah, you said Alpha Trader. Yeah, I imagine they'll fix your account when you're ready. I wouldn't worry too much. They've had a lot of issues launching it, which is kind of to be expected. Like, I haven't traded with it personally, but given the amount of volume that it will obviously take, like the amount of people using it, it's gonna have some growing pains, unfortunately. But it's the same with everything. Like when Top Step X launched. Well, when Top Step launched Top Step X, it was the exact same thing. Issues left, right, and center. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. You won't have lost any money. They will sort you out, no doubt. You will have also gotten the free. You will have gotten 2 free 50Ks on top of the one that you bought when you're ready as well, as is like an apology from them. Well, one is okay. Let's go ahead and cancel this, since if it's going to break out to the downside, I want to be ready. Yeah, one of the free evals you'll get will be for simply like them saying thank you for purchasing an Alpha Trader eval. And then you'll get another one as like an apology, essentially, for the issues. 50K Tova now. 50K. Had a heart attack today, currently on eval, 25K. Accidentally entered on mini and said, oh, we've all been there. We've all been there for sure. Exhaustion to the downside here, by the way, which is nice for my short. Did you get the second one? I've not had the second eval yet. No, they haven't sent them out yet. They'll send them out when they like fully because they've closed Alpha Trader at the minute, I believe, just to deal with the issues going on with it. I think when they reopen it, that'll be when they send out everyone else's, like all the second eval. Up 1200 on the free eval, nice. Nicely done. Sellers absorbed right at the value low there. Boom, boom, boom. Why don't I trade NQ? Personal preference. Where do you see the exhaustion to the downside, Kai? So you see how you can't see it anymore because it hasn't held, but if you scroll back, you'll see that this was breaking lows. Price was breaking lows, and the CVD wasn't. This low hadn't been broken here. So if the CVD isn't breaking a low, and price is, that means there's exhaustion of the sellers because people aren't interested in selling this. Price is moving lower, but there's no inherent drive / aggression behind it. I will have a CVD video coming out very soon, like literally tomorrow or maybe Friday. Probably Friday, actually. So we'll talk about all that sort of stuff in that video. Do not worry. Only trade New York morning, yeah. Literally, the only trading I do is the trading you see me do on stream. I don't hide anything. I've had issues with candles not updating on MotiveWave. Yeah, I did. New workspace reset the platform and it only loads yesterday's data. Yeah, I have had that, Jose. All I really do is just kind of refresh, unfortunately. Like it's a internet sort of issue a lot of times, unfortunately. So it's not something actually wrong with MotiveWave. Like you can see mine's working fine. It's an internet issue, so I would look more into that than looking for anything in MotiveWave that can fix it. God, I'm literally dripping in sweat, boys. I kind of want to go for a piss. I'm going to go for a piss really quickly. Ugh. Back when you traded ICT, did you usually aim for 1-to-1 risk reward setup like this? No, I went for way higher. Way higher. Don't think I ever took a 1-to-1 trade in my ICT trading career. How did you identify order flow trading and convince you to make the switch from ICT? Kami Capital introduced me to sort of the volume profile aspect. That was my first real like introduction to order flow trading. Ah, shit. One sec. The monitors are frozen. 1 minute. Stream's going to look weird for just a sec. There we go. Where were we? How do you identify order flow trading? How did you identify? Oh yeah. So, we might get filled on this while I explain this. I saw it from Kami. Kami was like the introducer of order flow to me. Wow, this is getting hella aggressive to the downside, but I will fade it. And then yeah, I kind of just went and did a deep dive from there really. And once I understood how order flow works, why volume works. Not so much how, but how, yes, but also why, like why it actually works, and the fact that you can see it all, you know it's real, you know it's not based on any like mumbo jumbo nonsense stuff. That is what convinced me. Let's see this initial balance. The bubbles aren't order. Well, the bubbles are order flow, yeah, but the bubbles specifically are big trades. Do I enter a previous day value very low here to get a little bit nicer of an entry? I feel like I may as well just enter where I am, honestly. Still feeling hella confident in that, even though it's got a massive Drake candle on the CVD. I'm still confident. How come you mainly do 1-to-1? It's better for the prop firm world. Fabio Valentini did a recent video on risk management, and he explains it a lot better than I ever could in there. But essentially, a smaller risk to reward system, somewhere in the region of like 0.75 to 1.5 risk to reward, is the most beneficial or the most effective system for prop trading specifically, because it gives you a higher win rate, obviously, and that in turn gives you shallower periods of drawdown. And obviously, if you have a deeper period of drawdown on a prop firm where you're already trading with a very tight, like wiggle room, a very tight room for error, then a deeper drawdown is not something you want. So that is why. Can you give me a free Lucid? I cannot. I can if you win the giveaway. Come on. Come test initial balance. I know you want to. It's only 3 points away from where you just were. Ugh. I'm not waiting for absorption, no. I don't really look for absorption or exhaustion at my entry levels. I trust the level. The absorption exhaustion thing for me is more about like as we approach the level, or as I'm debating a trade, like I'm looking at the CVD, I'm looking at the order flow to determine absorption. And that will boost my confidence in the trade. If I see clearly that the order flow is very strong against my trade before I enter, then I may cut the trade idea. But as far as entry, no, I don't specifically look for absorption for an entry. Why does MotiveWave look outdated? I won't say it looks outdated. I think it looks pretty clean, to be honest. One man's opinion. Yeah, you need to beat me in chess. Big seller coming in here. I have the same big trade settings, but why do you have more? But why do you have more and different circles than me? Watch my video for the settings. Oh wait, no, you have the same settings. It might just be a case of you changing time frames or adjusting your chart that can throw the bubbles on MotiveWave off a little bit. But yeah, as long as you got the same settings as me, then don't worry too much about that. Let's see if I get burnt trying to fade this initial balance low here or not. I'm quite confident, even though it does look fairly aggressive. You know, the logic's all still there. We can still see a massive taper off in volume as we approach the initial balance low here. Big old drop off in volume on the volume profile. Didn't quite get filled either. Honestly, Indigo, I didn't know it was that easy. I think it was a game changer for absolutely everyone, De La Soul, not just newbies. That was a game changer for anyone that wasn't aware of it. Essentially, DeBoss, yeah. Essentially. I'm going to buy right now. My Balangla Bens are hitting hard as fuck. Oh, Bollinger Bands. Kai, so if you win your second trade of the day, it's on the next account. The next day, you trade the first one. What about win or loss on the second account? Okay, Mr. God of War. So I trade that first account. I took a win. I then swapped to the second account because I want to trade another. I want to enter another trade. On the second account, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. Like, I will still revert to the account I started the day on the next day. That's it. Doesn't matter if I win or lose. If I lose this trade, I still am gonna go back to the account I started the day on. Then if I happen, like, I might end up where I like take 2 losses on the same account in like 2 or 3 days. That's fine. I don't really mind. Who got the giveaway? A very lucky boy. Try current volume profile placement to right side so it can update automatically. That is what mine is doing. Mine is updating automatically. It's just framed on the left. I could very easily just do it like that and it's the exact same thing. That's the exact same volume profile. I just like mine on the left. That's where I'm used to it being. Serves the exact same purpose. God, is this really not going to test initial balance? Come on. I want it to be done for 11. Boom, 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 boom. The boss, yeah, I answered you before. No need to spam the exact same question. Yeah, Mr. God of War. Yeah, I think he does have multiple channels because he speaks multiple languages. The smart cookie. Yeah, Fabervale is his username, whatever. I just searched Fabio Valentini on YouTube. But yeah, I didn't know he had multiple channels, but it makes sense. He does speak multiple languages, so it's only it's a clever thing to do, really. Come on. Maybe we finally get this initial balance high, low. Fucking hell. I'm losing it. Yeah, Jake, honestly, you don't need a whole lot. Like, you only need as much as you need, right? People that just slap absolutely every single indicator they can on their chart, they need help. This is also looking very nice here. Exhaustion at the lows. If price breaks this low and the CVD doesn't, which I'm kind of anticipating because I'm looking, okay, price is obviously very close to that low. The CVD is not very close to that same low. That is me anticipating exhaustion, because if CVD does not break this low and price does, then that means that there is no aggression behind this break lower, which, in other words, is called exhaustion. How are you in a trade? No, I'm not. But I might be very soon. What do you think about deep charts, or is MotiveWave better? I've heard, I thought deep charts looked pretty good at first, but I've heard a lot of complaints about it, honestly. Mainly from people in the chat. I have not used it, though. They don't have, for MotiveWave, if you're a Mac user, then MotiveWave is the way to go, pretty much. Unless you want to try out Atas X, which is like the only other real Mac-based platform, but that is in a beta, so it's got all the beta things like involved with it, you know, like just the inherent bugginess that betas are like inherently going to have. MotiveWave's the only like established Mac-friendly platform. What do you think about Bookmap? I don't really like Bookmap. I think the Bookmap is, I mean, it's a great tool, but I think it's a bit overpriced, honestly, because you can get that exact same heat map on a lot of other platforms now. And I don't think people realize that too much. They kind of just think, oh, Bookmap's Bookmap. It must be the only thing. It's not the only platform that offers a heat map. There's plenty of other platforms out there that offer the exact same thing for a cheaper cost. I use Deep Charts, but MotiveWave is way better. I think Deep Charts is new, so yeah, exactly. Similar to like Alpha Trader. Like when you launch a new platform, like you're gonna find that there's like bugs that you weren't ready for that you need to fix. So it's only natural. I'm sure once Deep Charts has been around the block for a few years, like it's going to be a much better platform than it is now. And if it's not, then obviously they've done something wrong, because what type of platform gets worse the longer that it's a thing, you know? It's just the nature of the game. Yeah, I really like the whole Delta profile, VP profile, like the combination, whatever it's called, the deep profile. I think that's really cool. I'm creating a native Mac app for order flow with GPU rendering and stuff. It's super smooth, really. Yeah, you gotta run parallels, exactly. And who wants to run a parallel? Not me. God, this has teased the fuck out of me. Do you mainly use volume profile or heat map as well? I use volume profile, I don't use a heat map. Personally, MotiveWave is good until we all decide to use VWAP. Just don't use VWAP from studies, because I think it took 1 year worth of VWAP data. You can customize the VWAP in the settings, no? I did it on stream of like last week, maybe. Prathish. I thought that it worked fine. No? Like I was able to do like a daily VWAP. Do they have like an anchored VWAP? They must do, right? Surely. Anchored. It's not in there. Let me check the tools. Toolbar. Tools. Do they have an anchored VWAP in here? It doesn't look like it unless it's down. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, I don't think they do have an anchored VWAP. You'd think that they would. I'm scrolling through all the tools on the toolbar thing. See if I can spot it. Let me go all the way to the bottom, see if it's down there in like the V, if there's anything there. They got some weird, like random shit in here, don't they? Yeah, I'm not seeing VWAP anywhere. That's annoying. Oh wait, yeah, VWAP. Is this an anchored VWAP though, or is it just like VWAP? I would assume it's an anchored one, right? Yeah, if I draw this at like 9:30, drag it all the way there. There you go, there's an anchored VWAP. And then the settings of that, I can do the standard deviation. There. Can you not just do that, Pratish? That's a 9:30 anchored VWAP. Yeah, Stanley, I'm waiting on the long from down there, but I don't think I'm going to get it, to be honest. I'm going to give it sort of 10, 15 more minutes, and if it's not going to fill me, then I'll just leave it there for the day. Patience is scary, Kai, the fact you're still waiting for the IBL. That's what trading ICT does to you. Trading ICT gives you elite patience. It's trading the ICT 2022 model for 2 years, 2.5 years. They do have anchored VWAP, but the other one from studies will start to make it laggy after a while, specifically in RTO. Okay. How to participate in a giveaway? Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and watch the stream. I don't know. Streaming doesn't really help with my patience, I wouldn't say. I think streaming honestly kind of almost gives you the opposite, because you kind of feel like, especially when you start streaming, you feel like a need to perform. Like I need to be trading because I'm streaming. People need to see. But I think streaming more so just helps hold you accountable for like your rules and stuff. I'll tell them, Indigo. I'll tell them. When you place your trades, are you using micro or minis? Most of the time micro. It depends on the dollar amount I'm wanting to risk and like how big my stop loss is, because my stop loss isn't always the same amount of points. How did you find that anchored VWAP? I just went into the settings in the top right up here, leaf, and then to toolbar, and then I chose top toolbar. That's what puts it up there. And then I just scrolled through the available actions down to V, since it's alphabetical, and it was down there, VWAP. It's just literally just called VWAP. And once you whack that in there, I just drew it from 9:30 to current price. And then I can, you know, then I can do stuff and things with it. Don't come back tomorrow because I'm winning it tomorrow. Zeno was the original giveaway stealer. He was winning all the damn giveaways. Triple stack levels, but POC could go either way with the IB set. Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to trade from previous day point of control. That's consolidation central. Cheeky 10 points to win the day. Nice, Loyal. Oh. Doom, doom, doom. Interesting that that's where it bounced off those other 2 times down there, the VWAP. I'm assuming that's... Is it something that looks like really obvious in hindsight, but if you draw it to the actual time, it looked different? Oh no, it is genuinely like that. That's cool. So like, anytime you draw it, that's what it looked like at the time. Nice. Very interesting. Let's see what if it does this now. May as well cancel that short one from up there because that ain't happening. Will we get the fill? This is our chance. The final chance. Fill me in the next 5-10 minutes or I'm pissing off. Bounce off VWAP. That's not right, is it? Surely. That needs to be 50 and this needs to be 50. Wait, what? 50. There we go. Part of me doesn't want to take the full 1-to-1 here. I kind of want to take... No, we'll just take the full 1-to-1. There's no point trying to... if I put it any lower, I was going to target like value area low, but then I run the risk of it just not even being a winning day. Like I may as well just go for the full 1-to-1. Still very nice CVD. Clear exhaustion. Oh, shit. Like you can see the low here at 11. Way off from where we are now. Nice VWAP bounce. Maybe I will keep the VWAP on the chart. Yeah, exactly, Andre. You got it. Nice, Stanley. Get out the way, VWAP. Why not target developing point of control? It's just a very, very large trade. I only want to take a little base hit. No point trying to go for the big schlong. Like that'd be like a 1 to 2.5, yeah. I just want to get a little base hit. No more, no less. Let's see if we can break this low here. Curious what the average age of the viewers are. Everyone drop your age right now. Expose yourself. I want to know who the youngest and the oldest are. Everyone drop your age in chat right now. More exhaustion there. Actually, that's absorption. You see the short-term absorption there. Sellers getting aggressive, but price not going anywhere. That's absorption. Leafs 46. Okay. 46 to beat. Do I hear 47? $31, $23, $22, $36, $27, $30. Leaf still the oldest. Uncle Leaf. $44. God, this has been really stubborn at VWAP. 18, Tish. Oh, and who else was 18? Mares Domin. Oh, Simon 57. 60, Brent. We got some old boys in here. Some old boys. Some old boys and some young boys. 50, 56. Hitting all the demographics. Mr. Dumpy. Let's see if we get this fill. That should be it. Just need to whack my stop down there. 20.5. Yeah. And then 30.5. I'll go to break even probably like when it gets to above that high. Sellers dropping this off a cliff now, so if they're gonna break it out, like they're gonna slam me. So there's no point trying to widen my stop. Wait a good while for this setup. Valid setup. Very content with it. Now we just let it play out. Seller's trapped at the bottom there initially, which is nice. Nice little initial sign. It will be Stanley, yeah. MotiveWave's VWAP will be different because MotiveWave's VWAP will be calculated off of the actual orders. So trading views won't. Trading views will just be counting like the ticks or something, which is not the most accurate way to measure volume indicators, volume-based indicators. You need an order flow platform to get the most accurate levels for those sorts of indicators, anything volume related. So volume profile, volume weighted average price or VWAP, CVD, you need an order flow based platform. Trading view is hit or miss, depends on what you're using. Like the volume profile is okay, but like I could put this to trading views volume profile by doing this. That'll make it look like trading views. So you can see it's not like overly like off, but it definitely is inconsistent with how accurate it is to the true levels. These are the true levels. Breaking out here, getting aggressive. What's my volume profile highlighting? Just the current session for today, the current RTH session from 9:30 a.m. from the market open. More sellers hitting the market here. If these get result, then we'll get absolutely slammed. If they get absorbed, then we'll be looking pretty good. But they're getting results so far, looks like. Let's see. Let's move this position like all the way over here. It looks like they got absorbed there. Yeah, definitely got absorbed. That's nice to see. Really good to see. That's what we want. So now if this can get sort of back above like this sort of 26, 27, I'll probably jump my stop loss right below these trap sellers probably. Sort of 21.50. Take a point off of the risk. Oh, it's wicked away from previous day value area low though. That's not great. Back where these aggressive sellers stepped in. How old am I? I'm 22. Turned 23 in October. Is that VWAP? Yeah. Okay, that's looking good with trap sellers down there, because if they then close their position, that's going to feed the drive higher. So if this can get sort of confident, I need to see this confidently get back above here, though. It's really wicking away every time it gets back up there, which is annoying. It just rejected off VWAP and initial balance low there. A nice close here would be good. 10 seconds, don't flip red candle. It's not a terrible close. Could have been worse. I am kind of feeling. I want to come on, just get a bit higher. I want to be able to reduce my stop to this 21.5 level. I just want to see it get sort of back inside here, because then I can confidently do that. Getting some short-term absorption, which is good, at least. A lot of aggressive selling going into this right now, and it's not getting anywhere, so that's good for us. If we can just survive, then I'm feeling good. Nice close here, and I'll reduce the stop. 21.50, so only $160 risk now. Get to sort of value area low there, and then I'll go to break even. So my stop now is actually, let's draw like a red line. My stop now is there. Make that red. Once it gets literally like to value area low, 29, I'll go to break even then, so then I can't lose. Do it, Sam, if you're feeling it. If you're feeling it. Initial balance low retest, as well as that VWAP low. Hopefully the fact that VWAP's there can send us sky high. You know? I would have loved to see like a big green bubble print just then. Break that high that we just put in the previous candle. I'll go to break even after that, probably. Come on, don't be mean. You're looking beautiful, yes, today. You're looking absolutely gorgeous. Just play nice. What a long stream today. Oh, come on. You don't have to equal the high. 2850. What motherfucker's shorting from 2850? That's just a horrid number to short. All my homies hate the number 2850. Specifically 7,528.50. Can these trap sellers like hurry up and just like realize they're trapped and buy? Catch you later, loyal. Start trade view up? Nah, I just put it on there for like just a bit of curiosity really, but I may use it going forward. We'll see. We'll see. I don't really feel like it adds much because it's like around my levels anyway. I wouldn't ever like I wouldn't ever like it's cool to see, don't get me wrong, it's cool to see here, but I'm never going to trade off of that really, probably. I've always said that's my least favorite number. Yeah, honestly, facts. If someone asks me what my least favorite number is, it's 7,528.5. Cells get absorbed in the heat map. Nice. That's what we want. Come on, 3 times a charm. Tap that value area low for me so I can at least go to break even. Buyer's getting aggressive here. Ugh, fucking hell. It's really struggling, huh? We're the same age. When did I start trading? Oh god, like 3 years ago. I was early. I must have been like 18, 19 when I started trading. My very first introduction to it. There we go. I'm going break even. Fuck you, yes. You're not having my money. Just give me my money. Let's go ahead and move the position over here. How close did that get to actual TP? Like 3 ticks. Just give me my money. Oh, there we go. Oh, it got us to the tick and didn't fill us. Son of a bitch. There we go. Dub. When the conditions are favorable, stick around. Fuck around and find out. W. Smash TP, yeah. All that teasing just to smash my TP. Let's see if Sam gets his runner all the way to developing POC. He very well may. He is the GOAT. This is known. Our boy Sam. Our very own Sam. Anyway, boys, I'm going to quickly screenshot this trade, and then I'm going to very quickly do a runner. Let me delete the view app off there, because I don't care for it. Save that. Right, boys, I'm going to go head to the gym. I will see you tomorrow, 9:45 a.m., where we will continue. Wow, big trade. Sam, you're going to get that full TP. Nicely done. Yeah, 9:45 a.m. tomorrow. We will continue the fun and hopefully continue the dubs. We will see. Anyway, that's all, boys. Catch you tomorrow. I did leave one micro on for some funsies. Yeah, nicely done, Sam. Looks like most of the way there anyway. I'd be trailing behind those big trades if it were me, behind that aggression, because you would want to see that hold, really. You'd want to see them get result. And if not, then, you know. Yeah, have a great day, boys. I will catch you later.